Hi everyone, it's Kaya here from Reiki with Kaya. I want to make a quick video to talk about Wim Hof breathing and Reiki combined. It's just divine if you haven't tried it. I'm not an authority on Wim Hof. It's WIMHOF, so go check him out. He's got a bunch of YouTube videos and he demonstrates this breathing technique that oxygenates the body. And when you do enough rounds of it, you feel like this charge in your hands and your fingers. My fingers were so charged. So this weekend I was stuck up in Vaughan. I was up north and I couldn't make it back into the city, so thankfully I have my safety nest and my loving security home with my family, and so I was able to stay there. But I was having a bit of cabin fever because I'm a very active person. I have a lot of vata, pitta energy, and I feel like I always need to be in motion, like that momentum just has to keep going. And of course it's not healthy. You have to take time to just be and just rest. And it really forced me to do that. But I was feeling a lot of emotions that were stuck just from like the retrograde and a lot of things shifting in my life. I was feeling like I had repressed a lot and I wasn't really letting it out. So that created also, that stagnant feeling. And I sat with the feeling, because that's ultimately what meditation is about. It's about sitting with whatever you're feeling and just breathing, just being present with your breath. But I took it a step further. I started doing the Wim Hof breathing. And essentially what it is you take a deep breath in and then you just let it out like that. So there's no force, and that's one breath. You do that 30 to 40 times. And then there's a retention part. So you hold your breath for as long as you can. Try to hold it for at least a minute. If you do the breathing properly, you'll have enough oxygen in your body to keep you oxygenated. So it's also part of overriding the reptilian brain. And he talks all about that. It's super simple, and you can do it at home. You don't need any fancy gadgets. It's just like meditation and yoga. You don't need anything. You just need yourself and your presence. So I did that, and then I did 6 rounds of it. And by the 6th round, my hands were charged. Like I could feel the ki, the energy in my fingers. And yes, it's ki in Japanese. That's where Reiki comes from, energy from source. So I thought, well, this is the same energy that I feel when I'm doing Reiki. So why not take it to where I need it? And by the 2nd round, I had tears coming out. And I felt so good. I felt so good releasing, and I realized it was all that stuck energy that, we're holding on to. We don't even have time really to sit with it and discover what it is and what it's trying to tell us. So I put my hands over Anahata, my heart chakra, and I did a little bit of self-Reiki, and it was just so amazing. It was so liberating. Because just with breath and presence and awareness, I was able to get out of that stuck energy that I was feeling. So I highly recommend that you check out Wim Hof breathing, and also that you consider doing Reiki training. I also offer it online. If you're interested, if you're in Toronto, I teach all levels of Reiki from 1 to master level in a couple studios in Toronto, in the city, in the East End, and downtown. So I highly recommend it. And also, if it's not Reiki as a modality that you're pursuing, maybe it's just your meditation practice. Incorporate self-healing, radical self-healing with the Wim Hof breathing. I highly recommend it. And look at this weather. It's just atrocious. It's so crazy. This is supposed to be spring. It's supposed to be the first day of spring. And there's ice, and it's raining, and it's cold, and it's gross, but we're making the best of it. I love you all. Namaste.